You don't tell your dog you're sad. You don't say a word. You don't cry. You don't break down. You just sit there, quiet, still, staring at nothing. And somehow your dog already knows. Not after, not later, before anything even happens. Before you understand it yourself, that's the part that feels impossible. Because from the outside, nothing changed. Same room, same position, same silence. But something inside you shifted, and your dog reacts instantly. It stops, lifts its head, looks at you differently, not casually, not randomly, focused, locked in, like it just detected something invisible, because it did. Sadness doesn't start with tears. It starts in your body, in signals so small you don't even notice them, but your dog does. Research from animal behavior studies in the US shows that dogs are extremely sensitive to micro changes in human physiology, tiny shifts, almost impossible to see. Your breathing changes first, slower, but heavier, less controlled. Your chest tightens slightly. Your exhale gets longer. Then your posture shifts. Your shoulders drop. Your spine curves forward just a little. Your energy lowers. Even your face changes. Micro expressions. Small tension around your eyes. A slight tightening of your jaw. Things that last less than a second. But your dog catches all of it. And then there's something you can't see at all. Your scent. When your emotional state changes, your body releases stress hormones like cortisol. And your dog can smell that. Not guess. Not assume. Detect. A dog's sense of smell is up to 100,000 times stronger than yours. Which means before your brain even labels the feeling, your dog already knows something is wrong. Now watch what happens next. You're sitting there, quiet, disconnected, and your dog is watching you. Not in a cute way, not in a random way, in a focused way. Like it's analyzing you, your breathing, your posture, your stillness. Because to your dog, this version of you is not normal. And when something is not normal, it responds. Slowly, it stands up, pauses, like it's confirming what it already sensed. Then it starts moving toward you. Not fast, not excited, no tail wagging, no noise, just controlled movement, measured steps, every movement intentional. Because this is not play, this is not routine, this is response. It gets closer, but it doesn't jump on you, it doesn't bark, it doesn't demand attention. Instead, it lowers its body slightly, makes itself smaller, calmer, non-threatening, because your dog understands something your brain doesn't. When you're in that state, you don't need energy, you need stability. So it approaches carefully, stops right next to you, and waits. No sudden movement, no pressure, just presence. Then a small action, a gentle nudge. Its nose touches you, light, soft, testing. You barely react. Maybe a small shift, maybe nothing. But your dog doesn't leave. It tries again, a little closer, a little more contact, until it fully closes the distance, presses its body against yours, and stays there, still connected. And that's when something starts to change. Your breathing slows. Your shoulders drop a little more. Your body softens. Because that contact, that warmth, that steady pressure, it triggers something in your nervous system. This isn't emotional. It's biological. Studies in human-animal interaction in the US have shown that contact with dogs can reduce cortisol and increase oxytocin, the hormone responsible for calm, bonding, and emotional regulation. So when your dog presses into you, it's not just being affectionate. It's responding to your state. And actively changing it. Now it gets deeper because your dog doesn't just stay there randomly. It adjusts constantly. You move slightly, just a small shift, and instantly your dog reacts. Not dramatically, just enough. It repositions, moves closer, maintains contact, like it's stopping the movement before it spreads. And without thinking, you settle again. That moment right there, most people miss it because that's not comfort, that's regulation. Your dog is adjusting itself to adjust you. Now think about the pattern. You move, it responds. You calm down, it relaxes. Again and again and again until your body stops resisting, until your breathing becomes steady, until your muscles release tension. And your dog feels every part of that because it never stopped paying attention. Not for a second. Even when it looks calm, even when its eyes look half closed, it's still tracking you, your breathing, your movement, your state, waiting for any change. Because the moment something shifts again, it will again. And this is where it stops being just comfort. Because what your dog is doing is not random. It's not simple affection. And it's definitely not accidental. Once your dog makes contact with you, it doesn't just stay there. It starts adjusting constantly. You shift your body slightly, just a small movement, and instantly your dog reacts. Not in a big way, not dramatically, just enough. It presses in closer, repositions its weight, maintains that exact point of contact, like it's correcting something. And without even realizing it, you stop moving. That moment is where everything changes. Because that's not passive behavior, that's feedback. Your dog is responding to your body in real time. And more importantly, your body is responding back. Now watch the pattern. You move. Your dog adjusts. You settle. Your dog relaxes. Again, and again, and again. Until your body becomes still. Until your breathing becomes steady. Until everything slows down. That's not coincidence. That's regulation. Research in the US on human-animal interaction has shown that dogs can actively influence heart rate, stress response, and emotional recovery, not by thinking, not by understanding emotions like humans do, but by responding to physical signals and stabilizing them. Your dog is doing exactly that. Now it goes deeper, because this isn't just about touch. It's about pressure, that steady weight, that constant contact. It activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for calming your body, lowering your heart rate, reducing stress, bringing you back to balance. And your dog maintains that pressure with precision. Not too much, not too little, exactly enough to keep you stable. Now think about what that means. Every time you become unstable, your dog corrects it. Every time your breathing shifts, your dog adapts. Every time your body tenses, your dog responds until everything returns to a controlled state. And the longer this continues, the deeper the effect becomes. Because now your brain starts associating your dog with relief, with calm, with safety. And that association becomes automatic. You don't think about it, you feel it. That's why on bad days, you don't always look for people. Sometimes you just sit next to your dog because your body already knows what will happen. Now shift your focus. You're calmer now. Your breathing is steady. Your body feels heavier, more grounded, and your dog is still there. But something changes. It lifts its head, looks around the room, scans the environment. For just a moment, it turns away from you, alert, listening. Then it turns back, lowers its head again, returns to contact. That small movement reveals something most people never notice. Your dog isn't just focused on you, it's protecting the state you're in. Calm, stable, predictable. Because once you reach that state, it wants to maintain it. Now, here's the part that changes everything. Your dog doesn't need you to speak. It doesn't need words. It doesn't need explanations. Everything it needs is already in your body. Your breathing, your posture, your scent, your movement. And from those signals, it builds a response. Not emotional, not logical, instinctive, precise, effective. Now think about how many times this has happened. Moments where you felt off without saying anything, and your dog showed up, sat next to you, leaned into you, stayed there longer than usual, until something shifted, until you felt better. And maybe you thought it was just coincidence, or affection, or habit, but it wasn't, because your dog wasn't just there. It was working, adjusting, stabilizing, responding to every change in your body until everything returned to balance. So the next time you feel that shift, that quiet heaviness, that moment where something feels off, don't say anything. Don't force it. Just wait, because your dog will notice before anyone else does, before you even fully understand it yourself. And when it moves toward you, slowly, calmly, intentionally, watch carefully where it positions itself, how it adjusts to your movement, how it maintains contact. Because in that moment, you're not just being comforted, you're being regulated by something that doesn't speak your language, but understands your body better than you do. And once you see that, you realize something most people never do. Your dog doesn't just know when you're sad. It knows how to bring you back.